BRICS currency is a joint currency of the member countries initiated for de-dollarization. Initials have been taken from the member countries to name the currency as BRICS, which stands for B for Brazil, R for Russia, I for India, C for China, and S for South Africa. The main objectives behind currency initiative is to get rid from the supremacy of the US dollar in the world economic system. Even the actions of BRICS are spreading now, but actually this initiative was taken in 2009 by Russian President Dmitry Medvedev by hosting the first session of representatives of BRICS. Mikhail Vyacheslavovic Zarikov, the Russian author, researched on digital money options for the BRICS and elaborated that the purpose behind the initiative is to provide offers of technology, labor, durable goods, and minerals at best prices to member countries. This initiative was taken by Russia as a test study in 2020, which shows that the main step was taken by Russia. It also illustrates that Russia has not forgotten the wounds of the Cold War of the 90s, which was started by the USA against Russia. A report issued by Cambridge University Press, conducted by Zongyuan Zoilio and Mihaela Papa in February 2022, elaborated that 24% of the world GDP is accounted by BRICS countries, and 16% of the world trade is also taken by these countries. So the de-dollarization activities can also lead towards the inter-countries relationship, but also it will affect the global economic system. Now the question is to understand the global perspectives of BRICS. Let's understand it. It is notable that the foreign ministers of BRICS countries are meeting with the officials of other countries to expand the membership of the group, and this is practically initiated by meetings with Iran, Egypt, UAE, and Saudi Arabia. The agenda set by the members is to launch the new development bank rather than the International Monetary Funds or IMF. It is necessary to mention that with the establishment of the new development bank, the influence of the IMF will be controlled over the policies of countries that have incurred significant debt, particularly in the eastern countries. Herbert Ponish, senior economist, elaborated in his opinion through Official Monetary and Financial Initiations Forum that many of the experts believe that this currency can be an additional currency that can replace dollar. It could be a regional currency just like Euro of the European Union, but it seemed illogical because the minerals and natural sources are widely existing in the eastern countries, and they can compel the buyers to buy in BRICS currency. Experts believe that the flow towards BRICS is just because of the sanctions imposed by the US on many of the countries, which did not allow them to trade and exchange goods with other countries, for example, Iran. A report by the Modern Diplomacy of the European Union has shown that more than 30 countries are thinking about joining BRICS, including Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nigeria, and Syria, etc. The recent payment is done by Pakistan to Russia in Chinese currency yuan, which shows that Pakistan also had great interest in BRICS, and there is serious threat to strategic and supremacy of dollar even in South Asia. A notable threat will be there on the reservoirs of the money launderers and the people who steal money from their countries and save that money in the Western banks. The reason of threat is as if BRICS currency becomes popular, then value of dollar will decrease. The saved black money earned from the black businesses will be disclosed, as either they will purchase property or assets in the countries they have laundered money or let that money in their own countries. After the war between the dollar and BRICS, there can be a change of scenario. The threat is to estimate value of the stolen money which is saved in the Western banks by the Eastern people. It is also a threat when the war can be highly rated between the two currencies and the boycott policy can come into existence. This point can lead towards a downfall of the dollar if solid steps would have been taken by BRICS members to promote their own currency because of natural resources such as oil by OPEC and production by China, India, and Pakistan. The foremost question arises here is that what policy is BRICS going to implement and why many countries are flowing towards it. Let's analyze it with references. In a report, International Relations Theory and the BRICS Phenomenon by Alexander Sergudin, Valery Konyshev, and Gao Fei in 2020, issued by Moscow Institute of International Relations, illustrates that BRICS is the new model of international relations and it is a serious alternative to the existing dominated Western theology. BRICS is based on the principles of mutual respect, cooperation, in-trust balance and harmony, rather than the discrimination, imbalance of power and hierarchy. And that is why it will be more acceptable by the non-member countries. If BRICS is accepted, then what will be the future of those programs which are initiated by the US in other countries? It is important to say that many of the developmental programs are run by the US in different countries like Brazil, India and Pakistan. So, if BRICS currency and their policies are accepted, then what will be the future of these programs? Institute of Medicine of the National Academies reported that if the US freezes its health programs in different countries, then China already have initiated healthcare system and is intended to launch its programs in many of the other countries. We also have mentioned that the Chinese Global Security Initiative is supporting programs of its allies not only in health, but also in many other aspects of life such as labor, education, business, security and food supplies, etc. It can be concluded that the BRICS have roots in Cold War start and Chinese economic global power supremacy. There will be no threat to the reserves of European countries as euro is already running in the European countries. The question of Saudis and other countries that are doing dollar-based trading will come to an end, where the countries empowered with natural resources and production will ask the prominent members about their securities and reserve safety. The scenario which can come true is that either BRICS will be a regional currency of Eastern countries or it will be a global exchange rate. If the member countries get committed, then this currency could be a global exchange currency due to the natural resources and production powers. On the other hand, wars are going to be limited due to regional peace processing, and the new era of peace and global security will flourish, due to which purchasing of arms in the shape of dollars will reduce. And the Saudi initiative to sell its oil in chosen currency can also cause the downfall of the dollar. This is due to the fact that the dollar is mostly used in selling and purchasing of arms and oil, while exchange currency trading in the shape of dollars will decline due to the actions of BRICS currency. If the demand is lowered, then ultimately the purchasing prices, worth and value also gets low, and more chances will be there that the supremacy of the dollar will collapse because of solid and strategic steps taken by BRICS members.